English methodology. C. TET and teacher jobs. Frequently asked questions FAQs. General questions. Q equals question. Q. What is discourse-oriented pedagogy? A new pedagogy that facilitates learning through construction of discourses. Language exists in different types of discourses such as descriptions, conversations, letters, messages, reports, posters, pamphlets, poems, stories etc. Q. How can we make a child construct knowledge? New pedagogy helps the learner to learn the language holistically. Language does not exist in fragments or isolated sentences or words. It exists as discourse. It allows every learner to make use of the different functions in a number of ways, leading to the construction of knowledge of language. By deriving the meaning by the children themselves. Child can construct knowledge by associating the idea with the context of the sentence. Q. Why do we need holistic approach? Since language does not exist as discrete letters, words and sentences, it exists in meaningful discourses. Their needs shift from teaching language as fragments to treating language in terms of discourses. Cognitive processes like prediction, logical thinking are ensured. Q. What is meant by trigger? Trigger is something that is the cause of a particular development. In other words, a device used to channelize the thoughts. Q. What is a narrative? A narrative is a form of discourse which contains a sequence of events and dialogues. Creates images in the minds of the learners. Deals with the emotive aspects of language. Instills empathy with the characters in the minds of the learners. Accommodates other discourses. Contains a variety of sentences. Q. What is code switching? What is the purpose of it? It means using English while speaking Telugu or vice versa. It ensures English expressions without translation. It can be used to make learning natural and contextualized. To minimize the language resistance. For natural way of learning. Q. What is the role of pronunciation? It is the sound which represents the symbols of any language. To make the sound of a word or a letter in a particular way. Reading aloud by the teacher helps the child to understand the articulatory features of language. Prosodic features carry meaning, which is a prerequisite for language acquisition. Prosodic features embedded in narratives bring correct form of expressions. Q. Without learning alphabet, can the children speak? Alphabet has no meaning to a child. He picks up the graph of the vocabulary and its phoneme non-consciously. The child has an innate system to pick up the language without learning the alphabet. Different language elements can be placed contextually and meaningfully. Spiraling and recurrence of language elements help the learner acquire the language. Q. What is meant by an image? Why do we go for images? Images are pictures or ideas created in the mind. Thus generate thoughts, help in the process of concept mapping. Helpful in visualizing the context.